Hello, English learner. Welcome back to English Speaking and Listening Club. I am so deeply grateful that you have chosen to spend this time with me today. I know that life is busy, and I know that learning a language can sometimes feel like a heavy weight on your shoulders. But today, I want you to put that weight down. I want you to take a deep breath in and let it out slowly. Today, we are not just studying words. We are looking into your heart. We are looking at the fear that stops you from speaking. And we are going to replace that fear with hope. Our topic today is my first date in English. Now, this is a story about romance. Yes, but it is also a story about courage. It is a story about the moment I realized that being perfect is not important, but being real is everything. I want to share this with you because I know exactly how you feel. I know that you understand me right now. You hear my words, and they make sense in your brain. But when you try to speak, something happens. The words disappear. Your throat feels tight. You are afraid of making a mistake. You are afraid of looking foolish. You are trapped in silence. Today, we are going to break that silence together. Let me take you back to a moment in my past. I want you to imagine a small coffee shop. It was a rainy afternoon. I was living in a country where English was the main language, but I was still very scared to speak. I had been studying for years. I knew grammar rules. I knew vocabulary lists. But I lived my life in the shadows. I would nod and smile, but I would rarely speak. But on this rainy afternoon, I had a date. It was my first date entirely in English. I was terrified. My hands were shaking. My heart was beating so fast I thought everyone could hear it. I arrived at the coffee shop 10 minutes early because I wanted to practice what I would say. I stood outside under an umbrella, whispering to myself, "Hello, how are you? I am fine. The weather is rain." It sounded so robotic. It sounded so unnatural. I felt like a fraud. I felt like a child trying to pretend to be an adult. The fear was physical. It sat in my stomach like a cold stone. I wanted to run away. I wanted to cancel the date and go back to my room where it was quiet and safe. But I didn't. I opened the door and I walked inside. When my date arrived, he smiled. He was kind. He asked me a simple question. He asked, "Did you find the place okay?" It was a simple question. I understood every word. My brain knew the answer, but my mouth felt frozen. I wanted to say, yes, the directions were clear, but the traffic was a bit heavy. That is what my brain thought. But what came out of my mouth? I just said, yes, that was it. Just one word. The silence after that one word felt so loud. I felt panic rising in my chest. I thought, he thinks I am stupid. He thinks I cannot speak. I am ruining everything. This is the fear that destroys us, my friends. It is the fear that one mistake or one short answer defines who we are. We think that if we do not speak perfect, complex sentences, we are failing. But that is a lie. The date continued, and I struggled. I searched for words. I mixed up my verb tenses. I said he when I meant she. I forgot the word for umbrella. I felt my face getting hot. I was blushing. I was so embarrassed. But then, something amazing happened. I looked at him, and I saw that he was not judging me. He was listening. He was leaning forward. He was trying to understand the person behind the broken English. In that moment, I realized something that changed my life. I realized that communication is not about grammar. It is about connection. He didn't care if I used the present perfect tense correctly. He wanted to know me. He wanted to know my stories, my feelings, my dreams. Even with my limited vocabulary, even with my accent, I could share those things if I was brave enough to try. I stopped trying to be perfect. I stopped translating every word in my head before I spoke. I just let the words fall out of my mouth. They were messy. They were simple, but they were real. We laughed. We shared coffee. We connected. That first date was not perfect English, but it was perfect communication. I tell you this story because many of you are waiting for a perfect moment to start speaking. You are waiting until you memorize 5,000 words. You are waiting until you finish the advanced grammar book. You are waiting until your accent is gone. But I am here to tell you that the perfect moment will never come. The only moment you have is now. You must fall in love with your own broken English. You must fall in love with the struggle. When you are on a date with the English language, it will feel awkward at first. You will step on each other's toes. You will say the wrong thing. But like a relationship, it gets better with time. It gets better with trust. You must trust yourself. You must trust that your voice is valuable, even if it shakes. Let's talk about the physical side of this. Why is it so hard to move from understanding to speaking? You listen to me now, and you understand 90% or maybe 100%. So why can't you speak like this? It is because speaking is a physical skill. Listening is passive. It happens in the brain. Speaking is active. It happens in the muscles. Your mouth, your tongue, your lips, your jaw, these are muscles. If you do not train them, they will be weak. Imagine you want to run a marathon. You can read every book about running. You can watch videos of Olympic runners. You can understand the theory of running perfectly. But if you never go outside and move your legs, you will not be able to run. English is the same. You are reading the books, but you are not moving your mouth. You need mouth training. This is where the magic of repetition comes in. I know repetition sounds boring. You want to learn new things every day. But mastery comes from doing the simple things many times. Think of a basketball player practicing a free throw. He throws the ball the same way, thousands of times. He doesn't say, "I threw the ball yesterday. I don't need to do it today." He does it until his body remembers the movement without thinking. You must do this with English phrases. You must take a simple sentence, like "I'm happy to see you," and say it out loud 50 times. Say it to the mirror. Say it in the shower. Say it while you cook. Feel where your tongue touches your teeth. Feel the rhythm of the sentence. When you do this, you are building muscle memory. You are connecting your brain to your mouth. Many of you are afraid of the silence. When someone asks you a question and you don't know the answer immediately, you panic. You think the silence is a monster. You think the other person is judging you. But silence is natural. Native speakers pause too. Native speakers say and It is okay to take a breath. It is okay to say, let me think about that for a second. When you accept that you don't need to be a machine, the pressure goes away. You are a human being. You are allowed to take up space. You are allowed to take your time. On my first date, there were many silences. At first, I was scared of them, but then I smiled through them. I took a sip of my coffee. I breathed, and the words came back. I want to talk about your daily environment. You might say, but I have no one to speak to. I live in a country where no one speaks English. This is a common excuse, but it is not a barrier. You do not need a partner to practice speaking. In fact, speaking alone is often better for beginners because there is no pressure. You can make mistakes and no one will hear. I want you to become the narrator of your own life. When you wake up in the morning, say out loud, I am waking up now. The sun is shining. I am going to brush my teeth. Narrate your day. Describe the objects in your room. Describe the feelings in your heart. Do this for 5 minutes every day. Just 5 minutes. If you do this every day for a month, you will see a massive change. Your mouth will become flexible. Your confidence will grow. You will start to think in English. We need to change your mindset about mistakes. Society tells us that mistakes are bad. School tells us that mistakes lower our grade. But in language learning, mistakes are the only way to grow. Every time you make a mistake, you are pushing the boundaries of what you know. You are testing the language. If you never make a mistake, it means you are only saying things you already know perfectly. It means you are staying in the safe zone. But growth does not happen in the safe zone. Growth happens in the wild, messy, scary zone. I want you to celebrate your mistakes. When you say the wrong word, laugh. Don't apologize. Don't say I am sorry. My English is bad. Never say that. Instead say, I am learning and I am trying. Be proud of your effort. On my date, when I made mistakes, I learned to laugh at myself. And you know what? He laughed with me, not at me. It made the date lighter. It made us closer. Vulnerability is attractive. Trying is brave. Don't think about why you want to learn English. Is it for a job? Is it for travel? Is it to watch movies? These are good reasons, but I want you to find a deeper reason. I want you to learn English because it expands who you are. It gives you a second soul. It opens the door to millions of new people you can connect with. It allows you to fall in love, not just with a person, but with the world. When you view English as a gift, rather than a test, the fear diminishes. You are not performing. You are exploring. You are not taking an exam. You are going on an adventure. I know that sometimes you feel hopeless. You feel like you have been learning for years and you are still stuck at the same level. You compare yourself to others. You see people on YouTube who speak perfectly and you think, I will never be like them. But you do not see their struggle. You do not see the years they spent stumbling and stuttering. You are seeing their final result, but you are in the middle of your journey. Do not compare your chapter 3 to someone else's chapter 20. Your journey is unique. Your voice is unique. The world does not need you to sound like a native speaker from a textbook. The world needs you to sound like you, speaking English. Your accent is part of your history. It carries the rhythm of your mother tongue. It is beautiful. Do not try to hide it. Own it. Speak clearly. Yes, but do not try to erase who you are. Let's go back to the idea of the first date. Every time you open your mouth to speak English, treat it like a first date. Dress up your confidence. Put a smile on your face. Be curious. Be a good listener. And remember that the goal is not perfection, but connection. If you can make the other person understand you, you have succeeded. Even if you use hand gestures, even if you draw a picture on a napkin, you are communicating. That is the victory. Stop judging yourself so harshly. You are your own worst critic. The people listening to you are usually much kinder than you think. They want you to succeed. They are waiting for you to speak. I want you to make a promise to yourself today. Promise that you will stop being a passive learner. Promise that you will stop hiding in the books. Promise that you will open your mouth. It will feel strange at first. Your jaw might hurt. Your brain might get tired. That is good. That means you are working. That means you are changing. The butterfly must struggle to get out of the cocoon. If it does not struggle, its wings will not be strong enough to fly. Your struggle with English is building your wings. You are preparing to fly. Do not give up just because it is hard. The best things in life are hard. Imagine yourself 6 months from now. Imagine that you have practiced speaking for 5 minutes every day. You are walking down the street and someone stops you to ask for directions in English. In the past, you would have frozen. You would have panicked. But in this future, you smile. You take a breath. You speak calm, clear, simple sentences. You help them. And then you walk away feeling powerful. This future is possible. It is waiting for you, but you have to build it. You have to lay the bricks today, 1 sentence at a time, 1 word at a time, 1 sound at a time. I want you to feel the energy I am sending you right now. I am not just a voice on the internet. I am a friend who believes in you. I have been where you are. I have felt the shame of silence. I have felt the frustration of the frozen tongue. But I also know the joy of breaking through. I know the feeling of freedom when the words finally flow. I want that freedom for you. You deserve it. You are intelligent enough. You are brave enough. You are ready. So, here is your mission for today. After this video ends, do not just click on the next video. Do not just scroll through comments. I want you to put your phone down. I want you to stand up. I want you to look around your room and speak 5 sentences out loud. Tell the room how you feel. Say, I am afraid, but I am going to try. Say, I am proud of myself for studying. Hear your own voice. Get used to it. Fall in love with it. It is the only voice you have, and it is a powerful instrument. English is not a monster to be feared. It is a dance partner. Sometimes you will step on its feet. Sometimes you will lose the rhythm. But if you keep dancing, eventually you will glide. You will flow. You will enjoy the music. My first date in the rainy coffee shop taught me that. It taught me that my imperfections were not fatal. It taught me that my effort was beautiful. Your effort is beautiful too. Every time you try, you are winning. Thank you for listening to me today. Thank you for letting me be a part of your journey. I know it is scary, but I also know you can do it. You are stronger than your fear. You are louder than your silence. Keep practicing. Keep moving your mouth. Keep believing in yourself.